On today's show, we're going to be talking with FoodShare's very own CEO and President, Monica White. Steve, drop the intro. Hey everybody, Mike at Ventura Toyota, and welcome back to our Ask Ventura Toyota show. Episode 11 is happening right now. We've been on hiatus for a little while, but we're back. And today we have FoodShare's very own President and CEO, Monica White.
Happy to be
Welcome
here.
to the show.
Thank you. This is great.
Excited?
Yes. This is my first show.
This is her very first show, so put that right there, Sammy. Very first show.
Ventura Toyota newbie.
Yes, we're going to drop a lot of little texts, and sometimes we blow up cars. You just never know what's going to happen post. Remember we talked about post?
This is a crazy show.
Yeah, this is a crazy show, but it's a lot of fun.
Okay, good.
So we brought Monica onto the show because we kind of met during a project that we're doing together. So do you want to tell them your side of how this all happened, or how everybody got together? And
I would be happy to. So I think it was a month ago we partaked on a project where it was called Feed 500 in Ventura, and Ventura Toyota was kind enough to sponsor the event, and we were able to work with Zervita Ministries.
Yep.
And we were able to feed 500 people. It was down in Oxnard and also out on the avenue. And FoodShare was the one who got the food together, and with all the volunteers, we fed 500 people that day.
Yeah, we had 3 locations, and FoodShare donated all the food, dropped off all the food, and I saw that pallet of water with 500 water bottles. I was like, wow. So my son's putting them into another little smaller one and taking them inside to put them in the individual lunch bags. I'm like, dude, only put like 20. I don't want you to be like your old man with a bad back now. Take it easy, Mr. Football. Anyways, so yeah, it was a really cool event.
It was a one of a kind, a one-off event. I mean, we feed 75,000 people every month. But when somebody came to us and said that we want to do this one event, and it was a nationwide event, they said that they were trying to feed, I think, 5,000 people throughout the nation.
They ended up doing 11,000.
Okay, so they surpassed their goals.
In one day.
I like those people.
That was cool.
And I said, sure, I want to make this happen. If somebody's looking for a food donation to feed people, I want to try to help. And it was great because I was able to meet some great new people and come out with some new partnerships.
Yeah, and now we're partnering with FoodShare.
That's right.
And you guys are throughout all of Ventura County.
You
guys are huge. You guys are delivering, like, what is it, 12 tons?
Does it like?
Is it 12 million tons?
Does it?
I don't know. It's too big for me to count.
Baffle your mind?
If there's not a computer in front of me, the calculation's out of the window.
Well, so I'll make it easy for you. So we distribute about 1 million pounds of food a month.
A month. So that's 12 million. Yeah.
It is. It's about 12 million a year.
Chad, dial extension 111. Chad, dial extension 111.
So you do 12 million a year.
12 million pounds of food a year. But we couldn't do that without working with, we have about 190 different pantries and other agencies, all nonprofits, and they're the ones that are distributing the food to those 75,000 people every month.
Wow, so there's a huge need out there.
There is.
That is incredible.
There is.
190? I thought it was 128. It's 190.
190 different nonprofits, and those can be pantries, those could be, soup kitchens. They can be an after-school program like a Boys and Girls Club. It really varies, but pretty much anybody who is giving food out to anybody who is needy, they're probably getting the food from FoodShare.
Wow. So how long has FoodShare been in existence, and how does everybody know that FoodShare exists, or how do you get the word out there?
I hope everybody knows FoodShare exists. You know what I really hope? I really hope the people that need FoodShare know that we exist. That's my number one concern, is that that what if somebody is hungry and they don't know where to go? That's what keeps me up at night. We started 40 years ago. We were founded here in Ventura. It's a group of wonderful people went to go feed some people who were living under a bridge in Ventura, and it grew to their garage. They quickly outgrew their garage, got to a fire station in Saticoy that they rented for I think $1 a month.
Wow.
And then they moved to a warehouse in Oxnard where we are now. We expanded that warehouse and then bought the warehouse across the street. And so 40 years later, we have 36,000 square feet, all to serve Ventura County.
And we did a walkthrough. You could probably put the video right here.
Yeah.
Sandy, the man behind the camera.
And everyone
And nobody knows
says the same thing. Like, I had no
And
idea.
You walk into this place, Food Share, and you're like, there's pallets of food to the ceiling.
It's like Costco.
Incredible. It's a Costco. It's refrigeration. The whole. You guys are insane.
Well, Mike, I mean,
It's so
that's
cool.
but that's one of the things. That's the number one question that I've gotten since I started a year ago is what's the difference between a food bank and a food pantry? And we're the food bank of Ventura County, and our job is to be the grocery store, to be the Costco, to be able to take in all of that food and then distribute it out to the food pantries. And so that's
get
the
it to the
difference
people.
on that naming. Yes,
Okay.
to be able to get to those people exactly.
Did you read my list? Because that was
Yeah.
one of the questions. I think she got the notes, got the Cliff Note version of this before we started.
Well, there was a need 40 years ago, and there's still a need.
So that's how the program works. Now, there are other programs that you guys have probably, I don't know when they came about, but they're really cool. They probably throughout your process of donating food, you see different age groups, and you've developed different programs, which are cool. So what programs are out there for people to grab onto, like the kids' farmers market program, the
Yeah.
seniors program?
Yeah, we do. We have a couple of different programs. Probably our newest one is our senior kit program. It's a federal program done through the state. The long fancy name is the Commodity Supplemental Food Program, but we call it senior kits. And that if you live in Ventura County and you are over the age of 60, you live in Ventura County and you are under the federal guideline for income, I think it's $15,000 a year, you qualify to get one of these boxes every month. It's 30 pounds, and it's, as you saw, it's great food. It's pasta, it's cereal, juice, peanut butter, a lot of things that they actually can use. And we distribute 2,900 of those every month right now.
Wow. You're making me hungry. I haven't eaten yet. But that's okay.
That's another thing about Food Share is that our mission is something that people understand.
Yeah. It's one of the basic things that foundations of human existence, basically.
That's right.
And it's nutrition.
That's right.
It's very basic.
Yeah.
So that's really cool that you
And
do
no
that.
one should go hungry. I mean, we live in an area that is surrounded by incredible agriculture. There's plenty of food that is available for us to rescue. There's food for us to be able to get from the government. And so just being able to be the conduit of the organization that collects that food and then gets it out. I mean, there's 1 in 6 people in Ventura County who are hungry.
Yeah.
1 in
I've read
6.
that on your site.
That's just, it's not right. And then kids, 1 in 5. And during the summer, it's even worse because schools aren't in. And even though schools they have the programs where they can go in for lunch, they can go in for breakfast, how do some of those parents get those kids to the school?
The buses aren't running.
That's right.
Mhm.
So summer, we definitely see an uptick.
That might be the next thing that you guys break through to. Sounds like.
We
so
are-
you got
we
something
are-
in the works,
we
huh?
are
Did you spill
looking-
the beans a little?
No.
No?
We're always
That's really
looking.
cool.
We're always looking at programs that are going to benefit, our demographics, the people in our community. We have a great board. We have 12 people on our board, and they are. We're actually getting ready to do some strategic planning. We'll be able to find out where do we want to grow, where do we want to go for the next 40 years, because we know that need isn't going away.
Yeah. It's not going anywhere. So, I'm trying to blank right now.
Oh, okay.
But I did read on your site a very important statistic. Donations, people think you need to go and give us a lot of money to something,
Cindy, show on floor, please. Cindy C. David, used car, show on floor.
and that makes a difference. But if you donate as little as $10, it creates 28 meals.
It does.
I couldn't feed myself on $10. You know what I mean?
You don't have our purchasing power.
Like I go out to lunch and it's over $10, and you guys take that $10 and you guys feed 28 people. 28 of me. That's incredible.
That's the purchasing power of
incredible.
a food bank. So we're part of Feeding America, which is the National Hunger Alleviation Network, and we're also part of the California Association of Food Banks. So there's lots of food that is available through the the United States Department of Agriculture, USDA, where they have additional food that is available, and they'll be able to give to us. So we're able to really stretch that dollar. when people ask how can I help, I always say there's 3 things that we can use from you.
Here we go. Taking my questions again. How does someone get involved? Go ahead.
We can use your hours, we can use your cans, and we can use your dollars.
And that's 3.
Those are the 3. We haven't talked about volunteers. Should we talk-
Hours? Not yet.
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
yet.
Oh, sorry.
Not yet. Don't push the show. We gotta make it stretch.
So one of the major activities that our volunteers do is work in our rescue department. So when Ventura Toyota has a food drive, if you would like, we'll provide the barrels, and that when your customers come in and they provide food, or like our Can-Tree food drive that we have in December, or any organization would like to have a food drive, we'll collect that food, but all of it needs to be sorted and it needs to be checked to make sure that it's not expired, doesn't have a bad dent, that it's actually food.
And you actually have a room for that with a conveyor belt, which is really cool. I was
Straight-
gonna sit on it last time, but I had my nice suit on, so I didn't do that.
Straight out of I Love Lucy. It goes all the way around.
Yeah, it was cool.
And
People
they
put in
and
what?
they get the cans,
Uh-huh.
and then they put them in the box that it goes into, and then it goes out for the pantries to be able to shop from.
Okay.
But that takes a lot of work and a lot of hours. So we have shifts, and a lot of organizations, they'll come together, anything from Amgen and Patagonia, Ventura Toyota needs to come in.
We have.
You're
We met Christina that day.
Yes.
We went to visit Food Share, and I did have the paperwork, and I have it circulating.
good.
So you'll be seeing
No,
this
it's-
on a monthly basis.
It's fun.
And maybe-
There's actually a waiting list to be able to get on, because the organizations love being able to come in. It's a 2-hour shift. You get a lot done, and it gets very competitive, because at the very end we'll weigh how much food you've actually sorted and how many meals that equals.
So you guys have like a register up there.
Oh yeah.
Team 1, B, 2, 3, 4. Oh,
Yes. There's
wow.
there's a wall of fame.
A wall of fame.
Uh-huh. And you're not on it.
Not yet. But don't put it past us. We're very competitive. I don't know if you've met anybody at Ventura Toyota yet, but
I can imagine.
you know,
we
we're
would love for you to come
big
out
guys. We look good.
and volunteer.
We work hard.
Or you can work in the garden. We have a senior nutrition garden that you can weed and harvest and,
I think we have a cameo coming in.
oh, good.
Come on in here. Well, you're interrupting the video. Come on, Rob. You're going to do a cameo. Get over here.
Come in.
Okay, no cameo. Turn the camera to him.
Can't get over there.
Yeah, you can.
Sure you can.
Come around. So
Okay, how we
you'll have to
gonna-
cut that
Yeah,
part.
we're gonna.
Yeah, so talking about the senior garden, look who we got here.
Whoa! What do you know?
I don't know, not a whole lot.
Mr. Rob popped in. How you doing?
Hi, good to see you.
Good to see you too.
They're new
So
neighbors.
now I'm keeping an eye on your house.
We're
Every time I
we're
go
old
by.
we're old newly
neighbors.
Easy.
newly
No,
decided.
don't point it out to her. My age is not really relevant. We have a foundation. We have a foundation called the Jewish Guys Foundation.
I know who Julius Geis is. I worked
He's
at
dead.
I worked at the
I
Star.
know.
Come on.
Did you know him actually?
No.
I did. He became a good friend of mine actually, but extremely nice man. And so he was in our Rotary Club, and after he died, we decided he was of such impact.
We'll
to his
be back
community.
shortly.
We decided-
So we have our Can-Tree food drive, which is held in downtown Ventura,
Uh-huh.
Figueroa Plaza, right across from the Mission. And you can build a tree out of cans. So you can either collect 500 cans and come and build a tree, and they're circle trees,
I've seen those.
about
Mhm.
3 feet tall. Or you can donate $500 to Food Share, and we'll give you the cans to be able to build your tree. So over the course of the weekend, and it's the first weekend in December, we'll see about over 300 trees being built, some 2 20-foot tall trees, and
Of cans?
of cans. It takes up the whole plaza. It's a fun event. You need to build
So
one.
do you play Jenga with them afterwards?
No. Well, you know, it's funny is
It's scary.
we held it at the same time as the Winter Wine Walk, which was great. It was great to be able to get that
A lot of
exposure,
exposure.
and but there were so many people that a couple of the trees had to be rebuilt again
That's it.
a little bit.
Hey.
But yeah, it takes
That's
3 days to
cool.
build all of them, and they take everything down in one afternoon.
Awesome.
Yes.
That's a big can drive. And what date is that?
It starts on November 30th and goes through December 2nd.
Okay, so about a week.
No, weekend.
It's a weekend?
November 30th.
Oh, November 30th. Okay. I can't do math.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's all right.
I've already shared with you, I'm bad with the calendar.
You have a calendar on your phone. You
I
don't
don't
need
use
to.
it.
You don't need to
Don't use
be able.
it.
It's okay.
All right, guys, that wraps it up for this episode. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you very much, Monica, for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Always. You're always welcome. And remember, everybody out there, you keep asking the questions, and Ventura Toyota will keep answering them. Thanks a lot, and see you next time.